Hello and welcome to Let's Knit the Road, the fiber arts podcast that takes you on the road to explore the magical world of all things fiber.
I'm Jenn, the fiber artist specializing in knitting, crochet, and sewing.
And I'm Loren, your fiber novice and weaver of tales, your personal bard on your fiber quest.
We are packed and ready to go on our next fiber arts adventure, so grab a drink, some snacks, and a few fun projects, and maybe a friend or two, and let's knit the road.
Here we go! Here we go!
Oh my goodness. All right, well, I guess we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Jenn.
And I'm Loren.
And we just got married.
Yay!
But we're both fiber artists. And I guess we should probably start talking about our wedding.
Yeah. So we got married last week in Hocking Hills.
State Park. Right?
Yeah, at Old Man's Cave.
Yep.
The Upper Falls. It was really pretty.
We'll put some pictures in.
Yeah. It was a really nice ceremony, just us, and it was really nice.
Yeah, we had a photographer and our pastor, and that was it. Also, lots of onlookers, because there were probably hundreds of people going through that day, because it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah, there was a lot of people, including my cousin. My cousin Sophie happened to be there and didn't know.
Right in front of us.
Yeah, didn't know we were getting married and was able to at least say congratulations, but...
And I got a hug, because I'd never met her before, so...
It was great.
It was really nice. We had to kind of pick a spot off to the side where people weren't gathered because it was so busy. We didn't really think that through. The amount of people that were going to be.
Yeah, because I guess I didn't it was peak season, like peak color, I would say. Like, because right now there's still leaves that are colorful, but not like last weekend.
Yeah. And
I think a lot of people were just itching to get out and had a 3-day weekend and thought it was the perfect time to go down to Hocking Hills, and they were not wrong. But it did mean that it was very crowded, and that was a pretty popular spot, I would say.
Yeah, it was really pretty. But we got really good pictures of the falls behind us while we were getting married.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was really beautiful. Something that we'll definitely remember forever.
I hope so.
And then we stayed in a little, it was kind of like a cabin, but it was a shipping container. It was really cool. We'll have to put pictures of that in too. But it was really cute. It was a shipping container, and there was like a hot tub and a fire pit, and we just had a really nice time spending the weekend
without any dogs or cats.
Oh my gosh, it was
distractions.
Amazing.
It's not like we have kids or anything, but our version of kids, if you can call it that, would be the animals. So, yeah.
It's like we got 4 in the house and then 6 sheep out in Zanesville. So.
We do. The sheep live on my parents' farm.
They do.
It's hard to call them mine because they live an hour away.
Right,
but...
so they're not exactly, but...
Yeah.
They still would, I think they still are like your sheep.
They are mine. I'm their mama.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So that was nice. We had a great time last weekend. And then yesterday, we had a family get-together. Our families have not met yet because we're pretty... new. We're a new relationship, really.
Yeah.
Relatively speaking.
Relatively new. And, we had met each other's families, but our families hadn't met each other.
Hadn't met each other, yeah.
So it's like, we knew everyone there, but everyone there was getting to know everyone else.
Yes, that's a good point. But it went really, really well.
It did. Everyone kind of found someone that they really got along with, and were chatting the whole time. And my family got to see the farm. That was really cool. My siblings are and my mom. And my grandma, everyone loves animals, and was really excited to meet the sheep and
the horse
and see the cattle, and
right,
because my grandma's favorite animal are cows.
Right. We had 2 bulls in the pen with the sheep, and the bulls wanted to escape. They had knocked down a whole fence together. So they were trying to get out, and they may have been a little annoyed with us.
Yeah, they weren't too
So we had to be very cautious and kind of back away for a while and let them cool down. And then they went back out into the field, and the sheep came in. So that worked out well.
Yeah.
And the chickens were there.
The chickens were there.
And the cats.
Anthony loved the cats. He really wanted to pet the cats. The cats were not feeling it, though.
No, the barn cats are not.
I don't know, did he get to see Chloe? I'm not sure if he did or not.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, good.
Chloe was the barn cat. All the barn cats are fixed, so there can't be any kittens. And so there's 5 of them. or maybe 4 of them, I forget. But one of them, her name's Chloe, has migrated up to my parents' house, which is on the farm, and now lives there full time.
She's so cute. She's a little calico.
She loves people, so she, she's a very adorable cat and very sweet. So, yeah, and we had a really good dinner and a toast and all kinds of things.
Yeah, it was
and
really
presents
nice.
And
it was good to get everybody together.
It was like a 5-hour shindig.
Yeah, it was like our first date, kind of like where it just
lasted forever.
You could have been a short thing, but really, I think everyone could have just been like, oh, well, we're spending the night.
Yeah, it was really, it was a good time. It was very nice. So that was a highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, it was really nice.
And today, we're going to the Autumn Fiber Festival. Is that what it's, you know what? We've never been to this one before, so let me make sure we're saying the right thing.
And it's in Ashland, I believe, right?
It is called Autumn Fiber Festival, and it's at the Ashland County Fairgrounds in Ashland, Ohio.
Oh, I know. Oh, it's still recording.
Yeah. So we are headed there right now. And we thought on the way we would talk about some things we're working on or things we finished. So,
you know what? I just thought of a finished object that isn't fiber related, but that we would definitely have to talk about.
What?
We should talk about our wedding bands.
Oh, yeah.
And your engagement ring would be cool to talk about too, but especially like...
Well, let's talk about that first, I guess.
Okay.
So 2 weekends ago, right?
I think it was, 2 weekends ago.
On the 1st, October 1st, we went to Woodcraft in Columbus, Ohio, where we live. And we made wedding bands. And they were... The actual ring was already made, but the metal part. But there's like a channel in the ring that you can add stone to, an inlay. So we did stone inlay and made them really cool and pretty. We made one for each other, but I already had my ring.
Yeah,
somebody else made my ring.
You made mine,
but we made each other rings.
Well, and it's cool because the instructor is from Nepal. And he brought back some like turquoise and different stones from Nepal, and that's what's in our rings.
Yeah. So if you can see it, we can put it in a picture though.
Yeah, put it in a picture.
Yeah.
Is it still recording?
Yeah, I think so. Let's double check. Well, anyway, we made these rings, and you can't see them. You can't see them very well on here, but we'll take a picture and insert that.
But it was really cool because we got to use a lathe.
We did. We used a lathe and we...
like wood turned it.
Yeah.
Kind of, but not wood.
Stone turning, whatever you want to call it. It's interesting how they're made though, because you think it's more complicated, but you just take super glue, like this, I think it was special super glue.
Yeah, I think it was
it's very specific to this type of project.
But it turns out really good. You can take super glue and you put the stones in, and that's kind of a complicated process because you have to put them in a certain way or else you'll just like dig them back out.
Yeah, they'll like kind of chip out.
Yeah.
Fly out while you're doing it.
So like they had to teach us the right way to put them in, and then it's a really small channel that you're putting the stones into. So it's a little tricky to like get them laid out in a particular way, but they turn out really cool.
Yeah.
And then you put them on the lathe and you just, chip away at it, and it looks really cool. It was so fun.
And ours are the same color, so they're matchy-matchy. It was fun.
It was so much fun.
We did that, and then we've been working on some things since then.
Wait, you should show your rings too. You didn't talk about your engagement.
Oh yeah, my rings. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine.
Wedding ring.
My engagement ring is obviously the one with the stone, and then that was not very good. Yeah. And my friend from the smithery, well, my friends who own the smithery in Columbus, Ohio, made them. I had like a consultation with them, and they created the rings for me based on what I wanted, but they put the stone where they thought it would fit best, so that was kind of the surprise. And then I think the plan is to possibly have another stone added. We're having another ceremony next year, so like maybe have another like clear stone or something added, and then have the two rings soldered together to make it like them stay in place, make them a little bit nicer. But They're made out of recycled silver and ethical materials, so that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, it was really cool. But it's cool to have people who know cool things, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like you have a lot of friends that know how to do really cool things.
Well, so do you.
Yeah.
We've got cool friends.
We have really cool friends.
Yeah. So that was really nice too, because I got the ring I wanted. And it didn't break the bank either. It didn't have to be some fancy thing from like Jared.
Right.
Or something.
Like, we didn't go to sales.
The store Jared. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. He went to Jared. Okay,
it wasn't Every Kiss Begins with K.
It wasn't. It was very special. So that was nice. So we'll do some more works in progress, I guess.
Yeah, you want to do whips?
Start with whips.
Well, I guess our finished objects are right there.
We could do finished objects.
We just
first.
started with finished objects.
So you want to show this guy?
Yeah. So.
You showed him last time.
Yeah.
But in a video.
This is the frog.
Yeah.
For frogging
little
it.
Face.
Shows a little strength.
And you have matching scarves.
We do. I made a little scarf for my little froggy friend.
Yeah, and how did you make him?
So he is felted.
He's needle felted.
Yeah. And so like we had some wool from the farm, and so he's stuffed with that wool, but then I had leftover felting stuff from another project, and so it worked out that they were the right colors to make a frog. So
yeah,
I made a froggy friend.
Yes, he's very cute.
And then that's the needle felted.
And this is another needle felted project. You got this at it's a kit from 614 Knit Studio in Columbus.
Yeah.
I don't know who the kit was made by. We can put that in the show notes.
We can look at the box.
We have the box.
But yeah, they kind of had like the instructions on how to do this mountainscape, and it made me think of my trips to Arizona. Like I went to Arizona when I was in high school for the Fiesta Bowl parade, and it was really fun. My mom went too. She was one of the chaperones with high school band, and so it was really fun to like make something that I've like seen in person. And it was really nice. I really liked it.
It was relaxing, right?
Yeah, I really like needle felting. It's just kind of fun. It's an easy project too for people like me who are just getting started.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and she even said it was gonna be a little more complicated.
Yeah, and it wasn't too bad.
No, but it's still doable for a beginner.
Oh yeah, I think some of them have they were like a leaf, and it had it printed on the fabric, so you knew what colors. This was
like paint by number. The other ones were.
And this one was a little bit more like here's the picture, recreate it kind of deal.
Yeah, step by step instructions in the booklet.
It was pretty easy though. I mean, there were a couple times where I was like, oh boy, I made this too big, or I made that too small, or whatever. I'm not gonna be able to do as much of this because I did so much of that. But overall, I think it turned out really well, and it's something where I have some left over. So if I wanted, I think I could probably even make the same image again if I really wanted to. But they gave you a nice generous portion of the wool to be able to felt with, and it was a good little kit. I would definitely recommend it. It
came with the hoop and everything.
Yeah, it's a nice hoop.
The fabric. It is a really nice hoop. It's quality.
Yeah, so it was definitely a good one, and it didn't like totally break the bank.
No, it wasn't terrible.
No,
for like a nice piece of art that you get in the end, and a new experience type of deal.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Nice. So I have something finished, but I only have one finished object, but it's not blocked yet. So we'll see the whole blocked thing the next episode, which will be our Halloween episode.
Halloween me.
We're really looking forward to Halloween. Looking up to Halloween. But anyway, it's a lace shawl, and let me see where I can get the right side here. You won't even be able to tell because it's not blocked, but it'll look lacy. It took me like a year and a half to make this for some reason because I kept getting tired of working on it, and then I would take a break, and it really should have taken me maybe like 2 or 3 months, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not a race.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be made for anything.
It looks so nice though.
It's really pretty, but I can't wait to block it. It was made out of fingering weight yarn, and I'll have all the information in the show notes. It was made from yarn that I'm also using for my Stephen West knit along. It's the same dyer.
Nice.
And this is her pattern too, so I'll just include everything below.
Yeah.
And then if people want to make it, they can contact her or just find her pattern. But maybe we'll insert a picture of it, like what it's going to look like when I block it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we
like
can.
the sample picture from the pattern, we can include that so we'll know what it's going to look like.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
We can try, or we'll just show it next time. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we can just,
Yeah.
Or we take pictures of it.
But it's like a square shawl, and it's all lace, and it's 3 sections. There's an inner section, and the first border, and then the outer border, which is an applied border. And the applied border on the outside takes all eternity. So that's the part that took me the longest. The middle section took me no time. I think I got that done in a week.
Yeah,
But the rest of it took forever.
Well, I think you work on a lot of projects at the same time, and I think sometimes it's nice to have something that you can rotate in and out.
Yeah, variety is really good. That's true.
I forgot I have another finished object.
You do.
I'm
It's
wearing
okay, we're
it.
not going in order today. It's okay.
So this is my other finished object. I think I showed it last time, but I made a scarf.
Uh-huh.
It's my Halloween scarf,
It's so cute.
and it's a Scrappy scarf. We bought like some black because I was going to need a little bit of filler, but
Yeah.
and that's just on the back. You can't really see it.
And the
But
black was from Joanne
Yeah,
Fabrics.
it was
It
just
was 100% wool, but it was a sock yarn. I think it was, hold on. I'm going to think of what that brand is called. I can't remember. It
I'm
doesn't
sure we
matter.
still have it. If
Yeah.
you want to show it.
It's a really well-known, like, sock brand that makes striping, too.
Look at the trees.
The trees are so pretty.
Oh,
I wish you guys could see this view.
you must be able to see it in the back a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You can see it behind us, maybe.
A little bit.
But the trees are really pretty. So, yeah, you finished your scarf, and it was all scraps that I had from
Yeah.
old projects.
Yeah, because you made something with this one and like this up here.
Yeah, I
like,
showed it last time.
Yeah, your hat. And so now I have like a matching scarf
Yeah.
a little bit. Like I've got like the orange and browns and yellows and
Well, and you
purples.
just learned how to crochet, and you were scared to buy your own skein of hand-dyed yarn.
But we did it.
We broke that.
We broke the seal, and now I don't know. I might have to get some yarn today.
Yeah. We're trying to limit our spending today because we just got married and had a little trip and stuff.
Yeah,
But we are going to buy things.
yeah. Because you can't. What, you're going to go to a wool festival and not
You
buy
have to
something?
spend some money.
Yeah,
Plus, we did get some money for our wedding.
yeah. When we've got some big projects coming up too to think about, like for the holidays. So we're going to make
Yes.
stuff for people, and
Yes.
so
Hopefully, our family's not watching.
we won't.
If
We
they
didn't say,
are,
we didn't say what we were
They
making.
know they usually get handmade things.
That's true. They do.
Because that's just how we roll. Especially how I know you do it too.
I do it a lot. Usually it's wood burn though, so
That's
year,
true.
This year might be a little different.
All my family gets
never know.
wearable items every year. So, or little stuffed animals or something. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my Stephen West project. I'm only done with the first clue. If you have not got done with the first clue or have not started the first clue, there is a spoiler alert because I'm sharing it. So if you don't want to see this, you can fast forward.
Yeah, I'll put in the show notes where to fast forward to, our link or something.
Yeah, I'm a little behind because I just finished the first clue and it is Sunday after the second clue, but I will start that today. And mine is not perfect. I kind of screwed it up, but it looks fine. So this is what it looks like. It's not centered right, which is fine. It's okay. It's alright.
Well, that's the yarn that we got last time.
Yeah, we
You
got
might
this at
recognize
the wool gathering. So it turned out the colors are going very well together, and it's so cool.
It's really
It's
nice.
got this really cool like braided, like knit stitch intertwined in the center with chevrons. It's really interesting. I don't know how Stephen West comes up with this stuff. It like amazes me every year.
This one's filled with twists and turns.
This is twists and turns, of course. So I'm so excited, and then I get to introduce my contrast color, which is going to be this guy.
I love that one.
Yeah, well, you picked it out, so I hope you do love it.
I love it a lot.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. So I've been having lots of fun with that. I've just been going slow because work has been crazy. And I had to work yesterday. I went to Lynn's Fruit Farm, which, if you've never heard of it, it is a apple orchard in Columbus. Is it in Columbus technically?
I think it's more Pataskala.
I think it is too.
But I mean, like, for general purposes, yeah, Columbus
area.
It's like in central Ohio.
And it's for mostly apple picking and pumpkin picking. So I took my students on a field trip. Well, I wasn't the only one. There were 5 teachers. But we took our students on a field trip. And we had 50 kids. It was a little chaotic, but the kids had a great time because they're, from the city. They don't get to go out to farms very often. So that was a nice treat for them. They got to pick an apple. They got to go through the corn maze and get some fried food.
Took a hayride too, didn't
Took
they?
a hayride. That was the highlight. One of the highlights was the hayride. One of my students had only been on he went on the hayride last year, but he's like, this is only the second time I've seen a tractor in my life.
Wow.
So it was cool. They got to see stuff they don't usually get to see.
That's awesome.
So that's why I think they all wanted to go, and we had 50 kids show up yesterday. We were anticipating about 15 or 20, and then 50 showed up. So, but they, it was a nice enrichment for them, and they don't get a chance to do stuff like that very often. So that was nice.
Yeah, it sounds like they had a really good time and learned a little something.
Yeah, and I got some kettle corn for us.
Oh my gosh,
and
delicious.
I know. It's locally made, bless you.
Excuse me.
It's locally made kettle corn from the farm.
They make it like right there.
Yeah, fresh.
Like right.
And it's like all like
base.
normal, like, it sounds stupid, but it's not processed. It's like popcorn with sugar and like oil, and like there's 5 ingredients or something for kettle corn.
Which is like a big deal because I am now dairy free. I just found out that I'm allergic to dairy and I'm allergic to garlic. So
among other things.
Among all the other things. So like the nuts are still there. There's a few fish things that I'm allergic to. So, when it comes, basically we're starting to learn how to cook too. I mean, we're going to be like...
Loren makes this amazing salsa.
I did make some stuff. We've had it twice now.
Pineapple salsa. It's delicious. We can include a link if anyone's interested.
Yeah, it's a quick little recipe.
It sounds weird, but it's so good.
Oh my gosh,
it's fresh. It's all just like cut up and just like thrown together in a bowl, and
you can put it. Now, some people I think would hollow out the pineapple and put it in the pineapple, but I think
that's a cute idea.
Yeah, I think it works a little better not in the pineapple, just because I don't know. I like it better in a bowl. But
it sounds like a whole lot of work though to hollow out a pineapple.
Well, you have to cut it a certain way, and you have to scoop it out and stuff. It's a little bit too much work for me. I'd rather just put it in a bowl.
You enjoy making it, but it's enough work for you just to cut up a pineapple.
Yeah,
the pineapple's hard to cut up.
They're hard to cut up, like the core and everything. Yeah, we're gonna try the mango one.
We're gonna do mango salsa maybe today or tomorrow.
Yeah,
and then we had to make our own cupcakes for our wedding and our reception party thing with our family.
Yeah,
we had to get a certain brats that didn't have garlic for the grilling out. We had,
that was actually not too bad. It was just a Johnsonville brat, which
the regular ones.
Yeah, if you get the original Johnsonville brat, there's no garlic.
Yeah.
But if you get other kinds, it just says spices and they could have garlic. So it's really you have to be really careful. That's the thing. We're really getting good at reading labels.
We are, and not going out to eat.
Yeah, we don't go out to eat because I can't even have McDonald's fries.
Yeah, we've been to one coffee shop.
Yeah, that worked out really well.
And they had basic sandwiches.
And that was
lunch meat sandwich. It was fine. And you had an oat milk.
Yeah.
What was it? Latte.
Yeah. So it's coffee shops are actually a halfway decent place for me to be able to go out and meet with people. It's I've got coffee shops and anywhere that you're drinking a beverage, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, they have pretty basic things to eat and drink.
So it's
not drink, they're not basic, but you can special order.
You can swap out
oat milk or
right. So it's places like that are a little easier than others, but
that's true.
Do you want to show my work in progress?
Yeah, where is it?
It's in the back.
I see it. Okay, so Loren is. Loren is very creative in the way that
Yeah, I don't
they
like
do not
I don't
want
like
to
patterns.
do patterns, but coming up with ideas is where we're at.
So it's gonna be a fall tree scarf.
Which I'm sure no one has ever seen in their entire life. So here is the tree trunk. Is this the right way?
Yep, that's a tree trunk. And at the top there's like a little gap. It's gonna be kind of hard to see because we're in the park.
Tree.
But that's that part.
Yeah.
And then I got that yarn. That's my new yarn.
So let's show the yarn first. This is Madeline Tosh.
The color should be in there if you want to.
Yeah, I don't want to pull this out, but I do want to see.
It should be okay to pull it out.
I know, but I want to be able to put it back in. It's okay.
It should say.
It is called. It's Tosh Merino Light in the Inspector colorway. I think I can fit this back in this. Sometimes they close up real quick and then you can't get them inside. Okay, so this is Loren's first hand-dyed yarn that was purchased at a yarn shop.
It's 614.
That's 614 at Studio.
It is so beautiful. It's perfect because this project that's going to be the leaves of the tree, and it kind of
it's very autumnal. Is that how you say it?
I don't know. That's a big word.
It
it's
is.
a fancy word.
It is.
But it fits very well within the leaves right now are those colors. Like as we're driving, I'm like, those leaves are the same color as my scarf. And I had to learn a new stitch. It's like the
crocodile stitch.
Yeah, some call it crocodile and some call it sequin.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes this little scaled pattern, and it's really kind of challenging. And I was finding if I make the whole scarf like that, I'm going to be here forever.
Yeah.
So I switched into a more normal stitch. But the way it should fall right here. It'll be the scaled pattern, and then once it goes on my neck, it'll be the regular pattern. And then my goal is going to be to do the scaled pattern on the front as well. So it's going to take a little bit of measuring and figuring out. But if I was able to do it for this, I think I'll be able to do it for that too.
It's so cool.
It was fun. I mean, I got to learn a new stitch, and I had to watch a video.
Well,
and
you
then
had to learn several stitches to get the stitch. So you learned a double crochet, a slip stitch, several stitches to get the one stitch that you learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool effect. It's something that I'm now that I know how to do it, it's something that I might use again in the future. Because I don't know what my next project's going to be.
Yeah.
But I really am enjoying working on that one.
Well, and this was all single crochets.
Yeah.
Which was really good because you learned so much about changing colors and just practicing the stitch. And then once you graduated, I taught you some new ones. Oh, this is the tree trunk. So yeah, that's a really fun project.
I'm really excited about it.
Yes, it's a good thing to be excited about. So,
you gonna show your working project? Wait, did you just see the shawl?
I do have another cross stitch that I'm working on, but I'm gonna show that for the Halloween episode because it's a Halloween themed cross stitch. And I'm not very far. I just have a little bit of the border done. I hope I can get a little bit more done. It won't be done by Halloween. There's no way. I think it's going to be either a yearly Halloween thing that I get out, or I'll just keep working on it throughout the year because it is really cool.
It's really neat. Should we tell?
It could be something I could hang up all year though.
Yeah, I think
it's really interesting.
Do you think we should tell people what the Halloween episode's going to look like? A little bit about it.
Sure.
So the Halloween episode, I don't know that we're going to be driving anywhere, but it's going to be some of a knitter's worst nightmares.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go over
It's going to be scary.
It's going to be pretty scary. I mean, pretty intense for everybody. So, we look forward to breaking down some of those things that people worry about or are nervous about, and kind of going through some of those knitter worst nightmares and having some fun with it too.
Yeah.
It could be a little bit of a Halloween treat.
It'll be good for different levels of knitters too, because some of it will be this is what probably new knitters are worried about currently and think about all the time when they're starting. And then people who've been knitting for a long time could relate because it's kind of silly.
Yeah.
It'll
be kind of fun.
Oh yeah, that happens. That's really funny. So hopefully it'll be a good episode.
I think ittle be great. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Little different format, but something fun, and maybe even something we do annually, like a little Halloween spectacular. much smaller than the one we went to last time, but it was still really good.
Yeah, it was on the property of a fairgrounds, and it was like a single room, but it was like a big hall, like a space.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was filled up, so there was lots to look at. And some of our favorite, we have a new favorite dyer that we bought yarn from.
Yeah.
And some of the other dyers that we know from the area or close by were there.
It was a good showing. I feel like they had a good number of shops there and stuff.
And we saw some alpacas and some sheep. We got some pictures to show. But our new favorite, I think, is this our favorite dyer right now?
I think right now I'm pretty excited.
Okay, is Laughing Cat Fibers. You can see that. Yeah, you can see that. She's on Instagram and Facebook. We didn't get her name. It's okay. We can find her. I've seen her before in Newark over the summer. In Newark, Ohio. She goes to many different fiber festivals in the area. But I was really excited to see her at this one. We got really excited because not all of her yarns, but many of her yarns react to blacklight.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. Like, you wouldn't necessarily think about yarn as being something that you can, I don't know, put under a blacklight and have it look really cool, but
yeah, she
does a really good job. And it's really interesting to look at how it looks under the blacklight.
So now we have to buy a blacklight just to have one so we can look at our yarn and make something with it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But you want to show yours first?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is inspired by Starry Night.
Yeah.
By Van Gogh.
And it's really, really cool. Like, the way that she had it, like some of the patterns, it kind of, it just looks really neat. Now, I think I'm going to try and do something a little different. I don't know that I'm going to do much knitting or crocheting with it. There's a project that I kind of want to work on that would be more of almost like a macrame style, kind of like hanging or like it's just gonna be a cool project. I'm excited, and this will be great for it because it's got the cool colors, and I think it'd be something where like a black light would be almost like a necessity with it. I'm really excited. Yeah.
So this is superwash DK, 100% superwash merino wool. It's called Jenny's Starry Night. Maybe her name's Jenny.
Maybe it is.
I don't know. I'll have to find out. And 231 yards. So that was really exciting. We first saw this one when it was a mistake.
Yeah.
And she was selling the
happy accidents.
The happy accidents, as she called them, for like a discounted price. And then she pointed out that she had one that was a blacklight.
And the blacklight one is really cool, and I think it's going to be exactly what I need for this project.
So she deservingly earned $10 more by having the blacklight included. So then our second skein of yarn, the one that I got, is superwash merino nylon and cashmere. It's an 80-10-10. It's called Lake Erie Algae Bloom, and it's also blacklight. It's got greens, blues, orange, brown, mostly brown, not orange really. Maybe a dark orange. But it's based, I don't know if you can see this picture. The inspiration picture, oops, let's go this way, is a dead fish. But it like lights up under blacklight too.
It's really cool.
It's so cool. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. A hat may be fun.
That could be fun. A hat.
Yeah, a hat. I don't know. But we had a lot of fun talking with her, and we need to somehow feature her, figure out a way to talk to her one time, interview her or something.
Maybe we can visit her shop or something.
She was really cool. What else did we see? We saw alpacas.
They were really cute. They were just kind of awesome. They were making a lot of noise today. They were kind of like whining. They were like,
yeah, they were not happy. One was not happy because its friend was leaving.
Yeah, its friend was getting to go out to something. I don't know if they were like just walking it to get a little walk or what. But it was a little sad that its friend was going away for a minute.
It was sad. And then we saw some sheep.
Yep.
Some Leicester. long wool. Very pretty.
Now, he said something cool about like them being an endangered.
Yeah, they are a heritage breed, so they're endangered technically, or were endangered. I don't know the status right now. But he's a part of the Shave 'em to Save 'em project, which I'm not sure where they stand right now, but it's a program where they have different farms that participate, and they're all heritage breeds that they're trying to preserve. And then if you spin or knit or make a project with it, you can send in your finished projects and then where you got the wool or whatever, and you can win prizes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I have a button. I got a pin from them too.
Very cool.
They have a pin that you can get that's really fun. So it's really just a program to help farms and farmers and then the breed to grow, especially in the United States, because our country is not really big on sheep. We're not a sheep farming type of country. I don't know why. We don't eat a lot of lamb or mutton. Mutton's sheep, right? Anyway.
I don't know.
We don't eat much lamb. So we don't really use them for meat very often. And at the same time, we're not big on natural wools and fibers.
Yeah, it seems like the U.S. is much more of like a cotton
Polyester, acrylic, lovely garments made out of oil.
Yeah.
Really, plastic. So they're trying to really encourage that. So that was really cool too. And then they had some raffles, which we didn't end up entering because we had a budget. We each wanted a little bit of yarn, so we each wanted a thing of yarn. And then we really needed some darning needles because for some reason I lost the one that's in my Notions kit. So those were more expensive than I expected, but that's okay.
I mean,
they deserve, like, they were nice. They're nice
they
ones.
were nice ones.
So,
yeah, I mean, I think it was a really nice festival. It was a little bit smaller and inside, but it's a beautiful day to be outside. So, but yeah, it was really nice. I mean, we were there for a little bit. We took a couple laps around. They also had some looms and stuff that were pretty cool to look at for weaving, like
handcrafted.
I think that's probably something that I'm probably going to try and get into a little bit. It's probably like more like the weaving and stuff. Like I like crochet too. I like to crochet all day.
You do.
Crochet to slay.
That's a new one.
Like that one?
I like that one.
So, I got an idea for my next felting project.
You did. What is it?
The Drama Llama Ding Dong.
What? What's the Drama Llama?
Drama Llama? It's when you gotta save your drama for your Drama Llama instead of telling it to your mama.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot.
We need to get a Drama Llama.
I'm gonna make one.
Okay.
Make us a Drama Llama.
Someday we are gonna have a llama.
Yeah.
I want a llama really bad.
That would be fun.
Yeah. My dad has always said no to the llamas. Not sure why. He does not want a llama.
No llamas for him.
On the farm. If you like the video, make sure you like it, or if you want to, you can subscribe if you want to come back.
Yeah. Share it with a friend. Maybe you've got some people you like to knit or crochet or do your fiber arts with. Pass it along to a friend.
Yeah, and if you want to be a backseat knitter or something, contact us and we'll see if we can get to you and figure out a little road trip to go on. So I'm trying to find some fun fibery things to do. Right?
Yes. I think we've got some, but we always are open to more, so if you have a shop or a farm you want us to visit or something like that,
right,
that would be much appreciated.
And you can find us on Instagram at Let's Knit the Road.
Yep.
I made the Instagram, I still can't remember what it is. So, it's Let's Knit the Road. You can find it on Instagram. Just look us up. All right. Thanks for joining us this time.
Yep. We'll see you next time on Let's Knit the Road.
See ya.